Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Vince, and we're doing another ramble on a new dev blog post that just came out. It's May 17th, and I'm not really sure what we got here, but they put out Whining, the next old school RuneScape skill. So we're gonna go over it, see what it's about, and see what Jagex has in store for us. So starts greeting adventures. Over the years, we've introduced many updates, features, quests, and entire skills to the world of Gilnor. Some were met with enthusiasm, others with skepticism, and some with outright fiery rage typed at 3 a.m. on the official forums while eating cold kebabs in Lumbridge. Through it all, one constant has persisted in the OSRS community, the art of whining. Well, it looks like they're putting a whining skill in the game for all the players that whine on Reddit, Twitter, and in-game. Today we're proud, no, honored to formally recognize this long-standing tradition by introducing the next official skill to old school RuneScape. So I guess we're going to get this before sailing, it seems. It seems like it's going to come out pretty quick. Whining, a skill 12 years in the making. Why whining? Since OSRS launched in 2013, players have yearned for a skill that reflects their true in-game passion. Not combat, not skilling, not questing, but complaining. Loudly, publicly, often incoherently. Kind of feedback that transcends logic, ignores changelogs, and begins with the day one player, even if the account was made last year. After extensive internal discussions and several team breakdowns in Mod West's kitchen, we've decided that whining is no longer just an invisible passive. It's a full, trainable skill that players can level, master, and argue about for decades to come. So, they're going to put whining in the game so we can just all complain together and get XP for it instead. Since most people already do that on Reddit anyway. Core philosophy. Whining is a social progressive skill. Unlike traditional skills, whining isn't about gathering resources or dealing damage. It's about projecting emotion and entitlement with maximum efficiency. Much like real life, success is measured not in accomplishments, but in how many people are forced to hear your complaints. Isn't that the truth? Whether you're a PVMer who thinks PvP gets too much attention, a PvPer who thinks PVM gets too much attention, or an Iron Man who thinks literally anything is too convenient for mains, you're already training the skill. Now it just gives XP. So it looks like you won't even really have to worry about training it. Sort of similar to like hit points, maybe, where it'll just passively level up as you continue to complain on Reddit and Twitter. Next, we got skill training methods. There are several ways to train whining, each tailored to the modern adventurer who wants to speak loudly and carry a small stick. Method 1, Reddit rants. Head over to Reddit/2007scape and craft posts such as, "This is literally killing the game. Jagex once again ignores 90% of the player base. Why is Mod Ash allowed to sleep?" The higher the downvote to upvote ratio, the more XP you gain. Bonus XP is awarded for complaints made before fully reading the update, or for using outdated screenshots as proof. So yeah, if you just skip over all the content on the blog posts, you'll just get more XP because you didn't fully read them anyway. So you can complain even louder. Method 2, we have clan chat echo chambering. Join your local clan chat or Discord and complain in a circle. Some effective lines include, "PvP is dead. Bring back the old bounty hunter. Why are bots still a thing in 2025? Back in my day," insert literally anything. Level 35 whining, you unlock Auto Mimic, which causes other clan members to repeat your complaint automatically, amplifying XP gains through synchronized negativity. You can join up with your clan members or Discord friends and just repeat your complaints automatically, and you'll just get more XP in the whining skill. Method 3, the last one, we have public tantrums. Whining can also be trained in-game through open chat outbursts. Go to Varag or the Grand Exchange and type messages such as, "The game's dead. Jagex caters to Iron Man. What even is integrity anymore?" A global debuff aura is applied during these outbursts, lowering the morale of nearby players by 3% for added realism. Level 60, you unlock the Megaphone relic, which increases your chat box visibility radius by 12 tiles. Nice, so more people will be able to hear you from further away, it seems. Level milestones and unlocks. To add more depth to whining, we've provided a robust unlock path. Here are just a few highlights. So it looks like at level 1, you get passive sarcasm, which gives you plus 10% XP when using the /s unironically on Reddit. Level 10, you get unpopular opinion buff, which unlocks the ability to open every post with the quote, "hot take." Next, at level 30, you get Echo Chamber Tier 1, and your posts now summon 2 to 4 identical replies from alts. So once you hit level 30, there will be alt accounts that just summon replies that are identical to continue to further amplify the groupthink that we see on Reddit all the time, including now. Level 50, you get Forum Veteran title, which gains access to the 2004 Elitist Transmog cosmetic. So you'll be able to have the 2004 Elitist cosmetic and boast to everyone that you're a Forum Veteran back from 2004. Level 70, you get Passive Aggression, which gives you an XP bonus for ending rants with just your opinion. So yeah, you can make sure you just very loudly announce to everybody that it's just your opinion at level 70 and flame anyone who gives you shit for it. At level 80, you get Feedback Loop, which you get an XP boost for replying to your own threads to bump them. So if you want to just continue to reply to yourself, you get that nice feedback loop and you get an XP boost, which is pretty cool. And then finally, at level 99, you get the Whining skill cape, and the description is below. So next we have the Whining skill cape. On reaching level 99 Whining, players may purchase the Whining skill cape for a mere 99,000 coins and 30,000 more in text-based emotional labor. The cape perks. You automatically tag Mod Ash in every forum post, whether relevant or not, which just goes back to, does he even sleep? It also adds the "this aged poorly" as a footnote to any suggestion thread. And you get a special emote where your character sighs, shrugs, types a manifesto, and rage quits in a puff of smoke. So, looks like maybe when you teleport away, you just kind of disappear in a bit of rage. The cape itself is rendered in grayscale, representing a complete loss of joy. It features a dramatic flickering tooltip that says, "I could have maxed real skill, but no." Next, we have the Whining pet, Whaillord. Inspired by the collective groans of the player base, Whaillord is a pet that floats ominously behind you, weeping gently into the void. It responds to other players' emotes with disappointed sighs and has a 1 in 5,000 chance of replying, "No one asked," in public. Sometimes it also logs out on its own out of frustration. And then I guess they're increasing the level cap to 120, but next we have level 120 Whining. For those willing to go the extra mile, Whining is an elite skill with a max level of 120, so it's first of its kind in RuneScape. We're seeing our first level 120. You can get level 120 in Whining. So if you were going to complain that, the cap was 99, now you can go all the way up to 120 and make sure you can really show off just how high level you are with how much you complain. At level 120, you unlock Forum Flame Wars. Goodness gracious. Participate in high XP arguments over minor updates like font kerning and button placement. Ghost posting. Post simultaneously in 4 subreddits, a Discord server, and the Jagex launcher feedback panel. And then lastly, we have historical revisionism. Retroactively rewrite update history to support your current opinion. So it looks like you'll be able to ghost post and post simultaneously in 4 subreddits of your choice. That way you can really get all your complaints and whine to the most people possible so that most people see your complaint. And then you can post in the Discord server and the Jagex launcher feedback panel all at the same time. So we can make sure everybody hears our complaints because we are the most important person that plays this game. And this looks pretty cool. Group Whining, which I guess is coming soon. So coming in a future update, Group Whining allows players to train whining cooperatively in groups of 2 to 5 players. Group Whining roles include the Doomsayer, who says this update will kill the game, the Numbers Guy, who quotes 10-year-old polling data to support current opinions, the Purist, who opposes all content that wasn't in RuneScape Classic, the Contrarian, who disagrees with every post regardless of context, and the Mod Theorist, who believes all updates are part of a grand anti-PvP conspiracy. Each role grants bonus synergy when performed near a bank chest or any mod live stream. So this will be the perfect bank standing skill. You can sit around and complain all day and get even more bonus whining once Group Whining comes out. So polling and feedback. In line with the spirit of Whining, this skill will not be pulled. An interesting choice. We understand some of you may want a voice in whether this update goes live, but if we gave you that, you'd just complain about the poll. Sounds about right from this community. To streamline development and provide the most authentic whining experience possible, we've made this a mandatory update. Complaining about the lack of polling will automatically grant 150 XP in the skill. So if you want to get a head start on your skill, you'll just you can just complain about the lack of polling and you'll already get started before it even comes out. So pretty cool. They're letting us even access this early, and you know, once it comes out, you'll be a step ahead of anyone else who didn't read the post, the blog post. So final thoughts. At Jagex, we strive to create an experience that reflects the values of our community. With Whining, we're not just adding a skill, we're legitimizing a lifestyle. You've been doing it for years. Now it's finally worth something. So hop in, start complaining, and chase that 99. We'll be reading every single feedback thread with great interest and a fresh pot of tea. And the old school team. So we got all the mods down here as well. So that is the Whining skill, which is brand new to RuneScape. So you know, leave some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of it. If you like it, hate it, but that is the Whining skill in a nutshell. So pretty cool. I thought the pet was pretty cool. Whaillord, just pretty cool. It reminds me of Pokemon, the gigantic whale, but I like the concept there. So you can just collectively scream and cry into the void. But lots of creative ways to train this skill. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. I'll see you next time.